I have an agenda, and I have no intention of hiding it. Now, that isn't to say that I am partisan. I'm not apolitical, but I'm not particularly interested in dumb partisanship bickering. What I'm interested in is real action and trying to do something. And this YouTube channel is me trying to do something. What I want to do to respect transparency, because that's something I care about. I care about being honest with people about what it is I'm trying to do and what moral principles and frameworks and worldviews are guiding me. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the 3 things that guide what I think, how I think, and what I do and intend to do on this YouTube channel. There is no tricking you. I want everything to be clear where I'm coming from and what it is I'm trying to do. So, number 1, I am an egalitarian and I pursue an egalitarian future. If you don't know what egalitarian means, that's completely okay. You probably already get the idea. I believe that all people are equal and deserve to be treated equally. It is not wrong to say that I hate bigotry fundamentally. I do not care for or tolerate intolerance. If you know of the paradox of tolerance, you'll know the sentence I'm about to say is complicated, but it makes perfect sense when you say it. The only intolerance that I will ever tolerate is the intolerance of intolerance itself. That's how you create a harmonious and healthy world that is egalitarian. You treat everyone equally except for the jerks that are actively trying to cause harm to other people or believe that they are somehow lesser. It would be a lie to say that my personal identity does not influence the fact that I care about egalitarianism. I was raised in a household by very strong women. I myself am gender nonconforming. I'm queer. I'm engaged to a woman of color who is herself also queer. It would be wrong to say that the fact that I have faced oppression in some ways has not affected how I perceive the world, and the fact that I care about egalitarianism as a result, not just for the preservation of myself, but most and more importantly for the preservation of human beings and their future communities. So yeah, that's actually not that complicated. I'm just not like awful. So hopefully that isn't really surprising. I care about all people equally, and I think they should be treated fairly and equally as a result. That's pretty simple. Maybe less so simple is I am an environmentalist, which I know can look a lot of different ways. I don't know if I like any one word for describing my environmentalism, but I care about the planet insofar as I care about the fact that we need it to continue existing. I am a humanist. I am definitely biased towards people. I care about people's well-being. Long after I'm dead, I care about people's well-being and the future of humans and their experiences. So as a consequence, I care about the environment and the planet that we live in, and I care about humans being stewards of our environment, caring about our entire collective global ecosystem, which includes other species in the process. That means on this channel, I oftentimes come at things through a lens of sustainability. I'm a realist nonetheless, but I'm also an absolute optimist. I'm an idealist too, and I think idealist thinking is really important for pursuing a better future. Lastly, and maybe most controversially, especially because I took my time to come to be content with this word, I would say that I am punk. I might not dress particularly punk. I do enjoy the music and the aesthetic. I just don't dress that way. Don't know why, it just worked out that way. But what I mean is beyond the aesthetic of punk. I care about the ethos and the philosophy of punk. I am someone who is naturally defiant and distrusting of systems of power and people in power as well. I don't like hierarchy. If you're an egalitarian, it's almost a reasonable conclusion in my mind that you want people to be treated more fairly. And if you look at systems of power in the world today, yeah, that's not happening. And it's a consequence of these systems of power. So I am a little bit of a punk, so to say. And I think one of the best evidences of that is how I tried to define that when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I was searching for a word that described the fact that I am distrusting of systems of power, but not to the point of objective defiance, but instead intentionally distrusting with a plan for a better future. That's how I distrust power. It's not like just rampantly hating everything. I have reasons, and I have methods and goals of dealing with systems of power and subverting them. When I was a kid, I called myself a hippie, because I didn't have a better word for describing how it is I thought about the world, systems of governance, people in power, all kinds of power dynamics. I just didn't like them and trust them, and I wanted to transcend them in some way. So I'm punk, is what it turns out. That's the best word that I found and the one that I feel I'm most comfortable with. So on this YouTube channel, you can expect that the things I do will come from a lens of pursuing human equality, pursuing the well-being of the environment and people as a consequence, and lastly, I am critical of systems of power and like to move the world away from them as much as possible in pursuit of people's well-being. There may be issues in some people's worldviews with me being a humanist, but I just care about people and their human experiences. I have empathy, despite my faults. And this YouTube channel is somewhere where I want to take all of my ideas and I want to say them loudly, whether that be me realizing other people's ideas and stating them loudly because I think they've been quieted, or me doing projects and practicing things that I think will better the future of people in general. So that is my agenda, and don't get it twisted. If you can't rock with those things, you probably just won't rock with me, and I have no malice towards you for it, but I care about people, and I want them to be treated equally, and I want our planet to be healthy and sustainable for those people, and I think systems of power are part of what are causing the issues that we're seeing in the world today. So the quiet part is nothing this time. I'm just saying everything loudly, and that is really what I think and how I operate in general. Thank you to anyone who is continuing to watch my videos. Thank you to anyone who is willing to tolerate my jankiness. And if you enjoyed my videos, maybe not this one because I'm just talking, but if you enjoy my videos, be sure to get subscribed. Be sure to share them with people. Please be sure to voice your own ideas as well. Make videos too. I don't just want this to be some sort of thing where I talk and everyone copies me. Not that I think my stuff is even worth copying. Either way, thank you so much. It's nice to meet all of you. And I hope we can figure things out. And I don't make too many mistakes, but I will. And I just expect that. Okay, I'm rambling. Bye.